Hey, my guy's a natural at this, man. Bro, you've been doing this for how long?
Butterflies. I'm telling you, been the same since my brother died. I know a nigga that blow you down for a forward walk. I know a nigga that say he real, but he for sure is not. Diamonds on my wrist. I got diamonds on my neck and diamonds on my bitch. I got diamonds on my hand. And I got a stick. Please don't dump in my DM if it's about a bitch. What the fuck is that? Woo!
Yeah,
I got my energy right. Yeah.
Hey, that's what we're gonna start doing, man. As long as the energy's right, man. You said it right now. You speaking from the heart. The energy's right. Whatever you say is gonna be great.
Exactly. Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. And I'm feeling better now that you were here, man. At first, I was a little shaky. I was like, man, I don't know if this is gonna pull through, but I'm glad, man, because I definitely I came across your content couple months back, and I realized, like, man, this guy's just not afraid to speak his mind. And that's not easy.
Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
As long as you're not hurting nobody, bro, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's what I live by. That's what I live by.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. What's up, man? This is Clegal for the people, man. And I'm just blessed and highly favored. Glad to be here, man. Ready to have a great conversation, man. I'm feeling good. We got Zugo in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't see him, but he's here, you know. And, yeah, man, he's just catching the good vibe, so I'm feeling good.
Yes, man. And I'm telling you, the way I came across your content was through TheThizzler, right?
TheThizzler.
Yes. So how did that even come about? And because a lot of people, my bad, before I started, a lot of people may believe that you're an owner or whatever.
Yeah, they think I own that shit because I'm so good at what I do.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm so good at what I do. But how that happened was I was doing my own show, and my own show was so incredibly successful. They like, man, you got to do that over here. And I said, you know what? Let's give it a shot. So I did it, and it worked, and it's still working. You know what I'm saying? So when you just good at what you do, God gonna make a way. You know what I'm saying? Your gift is always gonna make a way for you because God works like that. And he made a way for my gift. And I'm just gifting. Oh, Zugo, you pushing me. Damn, you're pushing me.
Zugo, stop, bro. You gonna get a suit.
Oh, he just laid down. He was big and he pushed me. But yeah, God made a way, and it's I'm blessed and highly favored. So I was doing it on my platform, having my own show on the Clegal brand. Make sure y'all follow that. And then I went over to TheThizzler, and I've been doing that, and it's been going good. And we building more shows. So yeah, it's been incredibly successful.
So what year did you start the Clegal show?
I started doing the Clegal live in like 2017. You know what I'm saying? In like 2017, I was at work working security, broke as a motherfucker, just trying to get through a shift. Went live, talking to people. Started with 15 people. Now we can touch up to 9, 10, 12, 15,000 people a night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was just live going to work. And a secret that some people don't know, the reason why my show started at 9 o'clock is that's what time my security shift started, at 9 o'clock. I would work from 9 to 6 a.m. And I was just trying to get through the shift, and it worked like that. And it's God made a way.
Yeah. And I think the most important part you just said is you made it work around your schedule.
Absolutely.
Right? Because a lot of people, including myself, and I'll be like, yo, I got this going on at 5 o'clock. I don't know if I could do a show at that time, but you were like, you know what? Let me make it work with my schedule instead of it being the other way around where it's like, I don't know if it'll fit. No, I'm going to make it work.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. And during the end of my security shift, I start sacrificing shifts to do my show. Once the show started taking off, I said, you know what? Even though I wasn't getting paid, I said, fuck the security shit. My content matters.
Wow.
This matters because I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what was going to come of it, but I said, shit, this matters. And I got something here, and this is more important than these goddamn $150 I'm gonna make during this shift. So I said, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck the security shift. I'm gonna create this content.
But how were you able to look at it that way? Because like you said, this is $150 I'm getting a day, meaning that's probably what, $3,000 a month, give or take.
Yeah, give or take. Like
but what I'm trying to say here is like that knowing of like, let me sacrifice this now, but I'm gonna get there later. How are you able to do that?
Sometimes, man. Honestly, because I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like I had this all planned out. Sometimes you got to just trust your gut. And your spirit going to tell you, your peace, your happiness. Something is going to tell you, fuck, I hate this job. Fuck, I hate doing this. I'm not happy here, but I'm happy doing this. So I'm going to make way for what I'm happy for. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure out how to get the money at some point, but I'm going to make way for what I'm happy for. That don't mean go quit your job or do no dumbass shit.
Right.
But when something is bringing you peace, when something is bringing you happiness, keep seeking that. Keep seeking that, and it's going to make a way.
Yeah, and honestly, I think what you said is like, you know what, we all know that, or, I would say 70% at least of America know that the job that they work at, they're probably not like completely happy there, right? Yeah. And the thing is, it's not even just being happy just there, because that translates into who you are, because you're spending so much time somewhere. It only makes sense that it's going to translate into the person you become, and then eventually it's just going to like shape your life. And that's why I'm a big believer in entrepreneurship. right? Which is something that you're for as well. What woke you up to be like, you know what? Let me go against the grain and
you look like a hustler. You ever sold dope before? Keep it real.
What happened?
You look like a hustler. You ever sold dope before?
We on camera right now, bro. We can't say.
I'm talking shit.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. Since I was 14, though, I knew I had the spirit of an entrepreneur. When I first moved to the suburbs, because I moved to the suburbs like 14, 15 years old. Before that, I was in the hood and all that type of shit. But I knew, like, yeah, I like this area, but I don't like the living quality. I don't like this 9 to 5, go to this job, sit in traffic, do this. I knew early on this wasn't for me. It didn't have a plan. I didn't know, but I just knew that wasn't for me. I always had the spirit of an entrepreneur. That's why I used to sell bootleg DVDs, pornos, shit. I didn't sell guns before. I didn't sell weed before. I didn't did all type of wild ass shit, but I just had the spirit of an entrepreneur. And I just knew early on, like, that's what the fuck it was. And yeah, I just knew, like, something in you tells you I am not happy doing these fucking jobs. I can't see this for myself. It's not my spirit. It's not bringing me peace that way. But other shit was just, the entrepreneurship was bringing me peace. And now we're here. You know what I'm saying? Years later, we're here. I can call myself somewhat successful, at peace, happy, and continuing to seek what brings me peace.
What is your definition of success?
Being at peace and having some money. Don't let nobody else tell you different. Money matters in success because you got bills. So peace first, money second. Right. If I'm at peace, my family's happy, I'm at peace, and I can be at peace and making money to where I can provide and succeed. Yeah, that's success to me, in my opinion.
So I don't know if you heard this, but I've heard people say money is not everything, money doesn't matter. What do you have to say to those
That's
people?
Some bullshit. Money matters like a motherfucker. And everybody's entitled to have their opinion, but the reality of it is, in order to live, we have to have money. In order to have a roof over our head, we have to have money. In order to have food, we have to have a certain level of money. When we start creating children, make sure they're getting to the right programs and living in the right environments. Things take money, so money matters. I understand what people are trying to say. Money isn't everything, right? But money is extremely as important. It's like after everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, that makes sense.
But it matters. Because money matters.
Yes, because honestly, think about it. We make every decision based off money. For example, why do we wake up at the time we wake up? Oh, because we got to go to work.
Exactly.
Why don't we pick up our kids? Oh, because we got to be at work. Why do we do this at a certain time? Why can't we go here? Why can't we see this family member? Why can't we buy this for this? And it's all around that. That's what it makes sense what you're saying.
We got this demonization of money in our society that I don't understand. We need to stop demonizing money like it's this evil thing. Yes, a lot of people do evil things to do it, but that don't mean you have to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But don't try to desensitize or make it or lessen the importance of money because certain people are evil and do evil things to get it. Nah, that's not how that works. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's evil in every aspect of life, but that doesn't make it any less important. It's evil in the church. Yes. That don't make it less important, you know what I'm saying, to certain people.
And at the end of the day, just to end this topic, it's like money is literally just an object. Like this is whatever it means to you. Obviously this is fake money forever, whoever's wondering, but it's just whatever you put to it. That's that's why this eventually will not even be a thing anymore. Like it's the dollar currency is not even gonna be worth anything because that's just the way it moves. It's like it's only what it's worth to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
So what would you tell someone like me, man? I'm in the grind right now. It's not easy every day, but I understand watching these great people saying, it's consistent, but things come up, life happens, all this. What would you tell someone to help them become consistent?
Or successful or consistent?
Either one, because I feel like doesn't it kind of go in hand in hand to be successful? You kind of
for you, I would say go to Colombia and get them bricks for the cheap. No, I'm just talking shit. Honestly,
I'm not doing it already.
Honestly, I would tell you to really bite down and be adamant about self-education. Like use your time, read is extremely important. If you can, get a therapist. So unpack any traumas you have so you can become more mentally and emotionally sharp. So read, get yourself a therapist, and work your ass off. I understand we want to have a good time. We want to party. We might even have relationships. We might have hoes, whatever we might have. But make sure you're prioritizing reading. Go get you some therapy to go get your mental health always intact so you can not only help yourself, but you can be of service to others because that's what therapy does. You learn how to start communicating with others and be of service to them when they're going through things. And more importantly, just work. Be consistent. Even when you don't feel like it, keep working. Every day, work. And I don't mean work yourself to where you just all up hours of the night, just can't sleep. Right. But work to the point where every day you are consistently taking a step forward because a lot of baby steps equals one big step. What I see a lot of young people, the mistake they make make is once something don't go right, they quit. A lot of young people have the spirit of a quitter. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just ain't gonna work. And also, sometimes you can get the spirit of goddamn lust or love, meaning you so infatuated in this relationship, you're not focused on what's important, which is your life. You know what I'm saying? Your life. Because what you do now is what's gonna affect you 5 years from now. Right. And since we're so in a microwave era, people don't think quick, but the steps you taking today is going to build your tomorrow. Yeah. So make sure you're doing that, especially if you out here fucking raw and potentially creating children. You want to make sure when you do that, you know what I'm saying, it's a bet. And I don't have kids for the record, but you want to make sure we're being responsible around this motherfucker. Yes. True story.
No, honestly. And, you know, obviously it's easier said than done because I've never had kids. But I think it's, you know, I think that's the inspiration.
Are you fucking raw? Well then, yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah, so you gotta be, you gotta be making the right steps.
I do, man, I do. But it's gotta be so. You wasn't. Yeah, I'm not a liar, bro. If I would have been known, I just stood silent. But no, man. See, I forgot where I was going with my point, or what I was saying is, like, I think what we're all working for is, you know, bringing them into this environment that they're able to grow. You know, I was just having this conversation with my boy today when we were going, you know, Jack in the Box. I was like, yo, bro, you know, it's crazy because a lot of kids, you know, they're only what their environment is. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a parent and you're barely starting to, you know, trying to get it together, that's what they're gonna see. And I'm not saying that's good or bad because that was my mom. So my mom was trying to get it together during that time. But then I was able to get that inspiration. And I'm able to, you know, see her grind for something. Now she's able to, you know, build off of that. But
I not to even be boastful, but that's what I did early on in my life. Like as soon as I graduated high school, I got right to it. I got a job, but then like a year or two after that, I started a business. I started a clothing brand. Right. So essentially, a lot of my early years, especially right after high school, I got right to it. You know what I'm saying? And that put me in a position where I'm good today now. Right. Not, am I rich? Hell no. But I have the freedom to do as I please. I'm not scrambling around for money. I'm not scrambling around looking for babysitters. I'm not scrambling around broke, needing a loan here and here. No disrespect to anybody who is doing that, but essentially I was setting up my today yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I was setting that up, and then it gives you a certain level of freedom to move and, you know, wiggle how you wiggle when you thinking ahead. As a young man or woman, it's important to think 3 to 5 steps in advance because ain't nobody gonna save your ass out here. I don't give a fuck if you black, white, pink, purple, blue, or green. Ain't nobody finna have your best interest like you. So you gotta be shaking and moving. And with the cost of rent, with the cost of gas, with the cost of food, it is no time for a motherfucking idiot around here just being stupid and reckless at all.
Yes. No, and I like what you said because I was on the phone with my boy and he was like, you know what? I know the numbers, you know, aren't skyrocketed right now, but one thing I like about your podcast is it's super relatable. And like you just said, yeah, you're not telling people, you know, go be rich. And you just said it, you're not rich yourself, but it's able to be able to live this lifestyle that we all kind of desire. But absolutely. I really believe that as time goes by and life goes by, we kind of put that in a shelf. And then we kind of just make excuses on why it's there. And
absolutely, you just brought up a good point, especially with all content creators. You have to recognize, especially with the game now, with so many people entering the game, it is not going to blow up overnight. Yeah. If you are not willing to play this game for the long haul, if you're looking to get a quick check, a quick deal, it's not going to work like that. I did 3 to 5 shows a week for 2 or 3 years before I finally started making some money. And I still don't make hella money, and I do 6 to 7 shows a week. So from 2017 to about 2019, I'm doing 3 to 5 shows every single day, every week. And sometimes I would go 3 hours a night. I'm doing show after show after show after show with no money. I'm just doing it for this passion. Essentially, to what I'm saying all that for, if you're a content creator, don't think you finna just get a camera, get a mic, and think a check is finna come because you funny or because you got some pretty women on or because you think you just popular. It don't work like that. It's going to take a lot of hours, a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of consistency, even when you don't feel like it. And then at some point, you're going to be able to monetize and be able, your numbers and everything is going to grow in time. But this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It don't work like that.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, recently, I've been watching a ton of Nipsey Hussle's interviews because he's a great example of that. He went on tour with, who was it? I think it was the Game. No, not the Game. I forgot who it was. But he went on tour, and he did 50 shows without getting paid. I think he received a $1,000 check, whatever. But yeah, he did 50 shows without getting paid, and he said, "You know what? I wasn't getting paid, but I was creating this fan base who were people who were watching me, and then it was going to pay off in the long run, because he said, you know what, I'd rather have somebody who supports me, because that's for life, than somebody who's just going to come, or 1,000 people are just going to come buy my merch and, you know, never talk to me again.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You brought up another good point, merch. If you're a content creator, you know what I'm saying, if you popular, or if whatever you do, if you do want to generate some money while your content may not be generating money, use it as a commercial. That's what I did.
Right.
Use it as a commercial to promote your merch. I was having events. What else I was doing? Getting little bookings here and there, you know what I'm saying, to help, you know what I'm saying? So use your content as a commercial to promote your products or whatever you're doing, and then you can slowly build out from there. So when they ain't listening to your products, you got a walking billboard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that matters in the whole game. And essentially, it's going to keep you very busy. That's why you have to be very dedicated. Your merch is going to take a lot of time with producing it. Your content going to take a lot of time. Editing going to take a lot of time. Just networking with people going to take a lot of time. This thing takes a lot out of you. This is not just pop a camera on. Yeah, hey, now we 1 million views. No, it's going to take time. It's sweat equity. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to put that in. We all do. Ain't nobody above it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that grind. And I think because there's that grind, I think the initial, you know, reaction is like, damn, I got this whole grind I got to do. But it's like, nah, enjoy that journey. Because that's something that I've been kind of, you know, stressing on myself. It's like, dude, you're going to do this for the next 10 years. I was talking to Alex. He's like, bro, I've been wanting to be a YouTuber. Shout out Alex, man. That's my guy. He should have been right here, man. Then hopefully next one. I asked him. He's going to be on the next one. But what I'm trying to say here is, like, this guy, he's been trying to be a YouTuber for a very long time. So we understand it's for a long time.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, bro, why wouldn't we not enjoy this? Like, let's make every moment the best that we can.
Hell yeah. That's how we got to do it. Hell yeah, enjoying the process, you know what I'm saying, because it gets greater later. It definitely gets a lot greater later, you know, when your content do pick up, when you start to do get fans, when people do start to show you love and you taking pictures and you getting booked, now you're making money off what you love to do. Yeah. You know, one of my favorite lines and from one of my favorite artists is Jeezy on Go Crazy. He says, "Get paid to tell the truth, dog. It all makes sense." That line always stuck with me on that song, because it's like, shit, I would love to get paid to tell the truth. Yeah. I would love to get paid to be myself.
Right.
I would love to make a living and create generational wealth being who the fuck I am. So, and now I'm starting to slowly build through that. I'm far from where I need to be, but that it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful struggle.
Yeah, and I think the fact that you're able to recognize it, was like, I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way.
Hell nah, I'm not there yet. It's a lot of work, especially to all the Bay Area content creators. Like, this is not New York. This is not Atlanta. We are in a very known area, but it's not a very popular or influential. Well, it's influential, but we're not a prominent area like the Atlantas, the New Yorks, and shit like that. So, or LA, we are the Bay. Right. So we have to work even harder. Right. So we gotta work harder, and especially with our audience, Bay Area, we just super extra critical. Yeah. Like the most critical people in the world. But so we have to work here, and then once we work here, then we have to start all over in the LA or New York, and we have to build out our Texas. So it's a grind for us. No, seriously. Like, it's not easy. So that's why I said I'm far from where I need to be, because being something in the Bay is one thing, but being something on the whole West Coast is another. Yeah. Being something in the whole world is a different ball game than just being something in the Bay. Right. So yeah, we got to work double as hard. You got to work hard here and survive with this high ass cost of living, and then try to build out. So it's different. It's different. We got a different kind of grind. And, you know,
man, if you from California, I respect your grind. Cause seriously, man, serious. I just pumped gas right now. It was $6.50. Like, what?
That shit high. You know what I'm saying? This shit is serious.
And you know what? I was watching an inflation video, like a 7-minute inflation video yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, this is cool. But what about all these jobs? Are they gonna give you, an extra 70 cents or whatever, wherever it's increasing? Hell no. They gonna look at you like, oh, you know what? I'm in the same position too.
Exactly. Jobs don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about. That's why you almost gotta have some side money, unless you got you a tech job around this motherfucker. But you gotta be having some side money. Shit, even if you gotta make your own money.
I'm just like, man. Imagine, it's funny. I watched the video, and some man, he was so wealthy that he created his own currency, which is crazy. Oh shit! Yeah, how that happened? Honestly, nuts. It was hella long ago. That's the only thing that came from the video that I remember, is like, this man. I gotta find it, and I'm gonna definitely share it with you. But Yeah, it's insane how he's able to do that, man. Create your own currency, like that's a whole nother level.
Speaking of currency, I had this conversation with my female friend, and it's on my spirit to ask.
Let us know.
Would you marry a woman that was broke?
Oh man, you know what? I think
you loved her. Y'all was compatible in all areas. That was the love of your life, but she just was broke.
I think if she's willing to build, that's if you have a broke mindset, then yeah, of course. If I think you can be financially broke, but then you can also be mentally broke. But if you're mentally broke and I can fix that, then we can go get this money together.
What is a broke mindset to you?
A broke mindset is like that's a great question because I always tell people this. A broke mindset is like, damn, I can't afford this. Instead of being, yo, how can I afford this? You know what I'm saying? So that's a broke mindset to me. It's like, okay, why am I playing defense when I need to be playing offense? You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by broke. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you was up M's, you would marry a woman who has some hustle, but if she didn't have the actual money, you still marry her.
Obviously with a prenup. Come on, bro. Hey, you don't just get drafted. You got to go through the combine. You got to go through the draft. You got to go through training camp, and then you make it to the team.
That's funny as hell. That's hilarious, actually. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
No, yeah, seriously, bro. But yeah, so I definitely, like I said, I've been following your Instagram. And I think Instagram is a great way to market yourself because who's not on it nowadays?
Absolutely, it's your business card. Instagram is your business card.
Right. So 100%. So how do you treat it? How did you treat it in the beginning? How do you treat it now? How do you see it for the future?
In the beginning, I was just doing me, being funny or being wise. I was literally just being me. But when it starts to turn into a business, then it starts turning into being consistent.
I see.
Which in the last week I haven't. But being consistent meaning every day making sure you have some content to post, making sure you have something to say, reaching out to people, talking to people.
Is there like a schedule or something? My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like this is very valuable information because you're doing it. Is there anything within that process to help you be consistent?
Yeah. Part of timing. Timing is a big thing.
Okay.
Knowing when are the hot times to post. Mines are 9 a.m., 6 a.m. are some of the best times to post. 9 a.m., 6 a.m., or if I got something really, really good, I can just post it whenever. But knowing the timing, knowing when things have to be up, knowing when things have to be done. Another thing to help really build in your Instagram is to really collaborate with people.
Yes.
Collaborate with people who are just good content creators. Collaborate with people who have just things going on, or just reposting good content, finding shit that nobody really has seen yet and using your platform to highlight it, to get it out there. Then it saves you a lot of time actually in the process of content creation. So, just highlighting things that people ain't familiar with yet. Right. So it might be some shit going on the East Coast that people on the West Coast not familiar with yet. So just making them familiar really does help. Right.
And I think, like you said, we're on Instagram, so it's like I always encourage people to build something on there because it's the modern day television. The reason why they call it television is because that's what you're telling your vision. So people are there every single day. If you're pouring into that, let them feel you every single day. Like if it's just a little bit, it's it'll add up.
People used to shit on me for just being on Instagram so much. It was so many people that used to shit on me, not even knowing people are spending more hours on Instagram than they are watching actual TV.
Yeah, literally.
So and now you can literally become a celebrity off Instagram alone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning make a living off Instagram alone. So it's like, yeah, this is something you really should take serious. Yeah. Like, this is a business now. Everybody should be taking it serious. As soon as you make a page, you now have a platform. And once you build your platform up, now you can make it into something that can change your life forever.
Yes.
True story.
No, I feel you, bro. And on Cinco de Mayo, man, shout out my Mexican people, but on Cinco de Mayo, I came across this article, and that's why I'm pulling it up because it's relative to what I'm saying. So the article says, Meta says it will now pay creators for original content in Facebook Reels. 5/5/2022. Meaning they understand that this is a new television.
Absolutely.
And the world we live in today is dog eats dog world, respectfully. Meaning like when it comes to your career, not when it comes to as a person, bro. Because you definitely need to be a genuine person when you come across somebody. But when it comes to business, that's like being on the field. You can't expect to be in the NFL trying to just put somebody on the line. They gonna eat your ass up and they gonna kick you out of there. But you gotta approach it as like, you know what? It's Gary Vee talks about it where it's like it's that friendly competition. Like, bro, I see you posting something, let me go post something too. hold on, let me go match, and then everyone's kind of together.
I mean, that's not even wrong. That's actually, you should do that, because the way the Instagram algorithm works, if you're not posting, you ain't going, for one, you can't get seen.
Right.
And if you're not posting consistently, the algorithm is just gonna forget about you.
Exactly.
Like, you want to post every 3 months, like you important or something, like everybody just waiting for your shit. We got something for your ass. Goodbye.
Yep.
And we're gonna prioritize the people that are consistently posting. You know what I'm saying? Because the Instagram needs content the same way the creators need content. In order for the app to survive and grow, people have to be posting. If people stop posting altogether, then the app is done. They're going on to the next thing, go on to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But your ass better be posting. Hell yeah. Better figure it out.
And when I'm, and even bigger than this, and I think someone else was telling me today that they're implementing in college influencer classes or a course or something, which is cool, because I'm always, I'm usually the one that says, you know what, you don't, or I have my opinions on college and stuff like that. But it's really cool that they're teaching real life situation, because that just shows that they're able to pivot. Because this shit has only been a thing for how many years?
Teach that shit in high school. I'm gonna keep it real. That's the real. They should have influencer classes in high school, because the kids are the biggest influencers. Yeah. The kids are some of the biggest influencers. Plus, it would be wise to get them a jump start on actually building a career. You can become an influencer in 9th, 10th, or even 8th grade. They got baby influencers that play with toys and shit like that. Yep. And not even have to go to fucking college no more. Why would I go to college if I can make $1 million a year creating content and just being an influencer as a kid? Yes. So that would be wise. If you're a parent out there, teach your kid how to be an influencer. It's money in that shit.
Yes.
Just building a page up. Well, a lot of parents do it. They make their kids a page as soon as they come out the womb.
They make it for their dogs.
They make them for their dog. Your dog can generate millions. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So that shit's serious. So that
shit is and you know what it is? It's the ability, honestly, I think where we see it now more than ever is truthfully being able to do something that you love for a living.
Absolutely.
Because if you love your fucking dog and you want everyone to see him, and you work hard enough, and you get the right photographer, get the right treats for the goddamn dog, email enough people, enough companies to mess with your dog, it's gonna happen.
Absolutely. I'm one of those people that believe everything is content. My whole life is content. You know what I'm saying? My whole life is content. Shit, I'm finna go to a gender reveal. That's content. I'm finna go. What I'm eating tonight, that's content. Shit, I'm thinking of something. Or I got an argument or debate. That's content. You know what I'm saying? I took that approach. The people start getting mad at me, but I'm like, fuck it. I want to, fuck it. It's content. Everything is content. Like, obviously not every single thing. A lot of things
right.
Keep private.
Something,
But a lot of shit, man. Show your life.
Yeah.
Stop being insecure. Stop being worrisome. Stop being self-conscious. People want to know, because you don't recognize how many people go through the same things you go through, think the way you think. They want to know and engage in these conversations, and you might be the person they can relate to. That's why they follow you in the first place. So post your life, make it content instead of, you don't have to overthink this thing. Create the content, post your life, and watch how it changes with just living your truth.
Yes. And honestly, so what I've seen, and from my perspective and my personal truth, is that when I barely started doing this, my very first thing is like, damn, I wonder who's judging me right now. I wonder if that person, is looking at me a certain way, so now they're not going to fuck with me or whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's just like all these thoughts. So what would you respond to that?
For one, you have to acknowledge where it comes from. Okay. And a lot of us seek validation, especially when you're in an area where people are overly critical, overly harsh and talk a lot of shit.
Right.
We kind of want validation. So in order to not be not validated, we just do nothing at all, or we do something that we think these people would like. But the reality of it is you have to be yourself and watch how many people can relate. I was the first person calling myself the world's greatest square. In a Bay Area where everybody's pimps, everybody's bipping, everybody tough as a motherfucker here. I came out and said, I ain't never been that. That's why they call me Clegal. I'm not none of that. I'm the world's greatest square. I'm not on no tough shit. I ain't no ex tough ass nigga. I'm not no ex pimp. I'm a square. I'm not on none of that. You know what I'm saying? And so many people was able to relate. It was a bold stance to take, because not everybody at the time, it was not cool to be a square.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember during the hyphy movement or the mob movement or just a lot of different waves that we've had here. It was never cool to just be a nerd, be like, I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to HBK, because they kind of did that too, but they didn't call themselves squares, but they just wasn't on no tough shit.
Right.
I came out and said, I'm a nerd. And I'm proud of it, and I'm still saucy.
Where does that come from?
Just my life. It was just living my truth. Like I said, like my mama didn't raise no tough ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here selling no dope, pimping no hoes. I'm not catching no bodies. I'm not on none of that. I'm on some square shit, trying to make an honest living, doing it righteously, and I'm not on no tough ass shit. And a lot of people can relate. Even a lot of people from the hood can relate, because in the hood, you know, I'm from the hood, but in the hood, everybody's not on that. Right. It's just people that's from there, but they not on nothing.
Right. It's many people decorated that way. But
so many people can relate, and then it caught on, just being myself. Now, some people, obviously, you're going to get some pushback. Oh, this weird ass nigga. And people, this nigga weird. Woo, woo. But so what? Right. You need that. You need hate. You need people to not like you. They going to talk about you and spread the message, but it's a lot of people that's going to respect it, like, that's him. And that's important. So, yes, people going to judge you. Some people going to like it, but if it's you, live it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And whatever comes with it, gonna come with it, but live it. Yeah.
And I'm a huge believer that whatever you do, it has to be bigger than you. Like, it has to be a great purpose. And honestly, I can call back, me personally, watching you post a live or being on live and be like, damn, this dude don't give a fuck about what people think about him.
Yeah, man, you can't.
Like, and you know what I'm saying? But that's something that may be so simple, but it's just, I think it takes so much control over people like me.
Absolutely. Like you almost have to, because you don't want to be a prisoner of somebody else's thoughts.
Right.
You don't want to be in a box that somebody else puts you in. I can't be what you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's still a battle to this day, because I'm from the hood. I understand this hood. Right. I can speak this language. I love these people. I still give and do for these people, but I also understand the suburban culture and the positives and negatives of that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand both sides, and it's just super important. You know what I'm saying? It's just super important that I just be me, because so many people can relate from both sides.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, it's that bold take of like, you know what, I'm gonna be the first one. But guess what? You're only the first one to show it. You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely,
there's so many people in this fucking world. Like it's to me, it almost seems impossible for you to be the only one to do anything.
Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of people was living that square life. That's why so many people took to it. A lot of people called themselves squares. I just went public with mine. Right. I'm a nerd. I love it. I love this nerd. I love the piece that being a nerd, because I don't have to look over my shoulder. I ain't got to be in no wars. Yeah. I ain't got to be ducking no cops. Look, I'm good. Yeah. Everything I got, all my guns is legal. Yeah. You know, I bought them legally. I'm at a place of peace. I don't have to worry about that. You know, you still got weirdos and haters, but right. You know, God got me from them.
Yeah, and you know what? I think, like you start off in the beginning, man. Peace comes first, because it don't matter how much money you got in front of you. If you got to look over your shoulder every 3 seconds, is it really worth it?
Exactly. If you done lost everything and everybody in the process, was this money worth it? I done got all this money now, but shit, I done lost everybody I loved in the pursuit of it. You know what I'm saying? Because of this lifestyle. Was it really, really worth it? Hell no, it's not.
Right.
Hell no.
And don't get me wrong, some people may not, you know, have a choice, may not think they have a choice, or may not have a choice in the environment that they're in. But you know what I'm saying? I always encourage people to just think outside the box. So, you know,
absolutely.
Because like you talking about, you know, the hood, and I can't speak on it because I was never in that position. But when it's like, for example, Nipsey Hussle, man, this guy's like almost like a mentor, just because I watch all his shit. And he talks about, man, you know what? I made sure that, like, for example, the tour I was talking about where he didn't get paid, he was like, I'm just happy that I was able to leave the hood. You know what I'm saying? And now he's able to really become this entrepreneur. Because if you really think about it, a lot of these drug movies, a lot of these drug things on Netflix shows, you can learn solid business game from that. I honestly, I watch these types of shows and I learn business based off drug shows.
That's interesting.
And how I do that?
That's interesting.
How do I do that? It's obviously bad what they're doing, but it's like, first of all, you're never gonna stop it, so it's like, you know, whatever. But second, it's like, bro, like, you paid in full, man. Like, you know, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Money Mitch? You know, who do you, or do you want to be the main guy? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I can't think of the names, but that's what I'm trying to say. There's like different levels to this game.
Okay, that's interesting. So what do you want to do in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, man, that's a great question. I for sure, I just want to do this because I genuinely enjoy meeting people like you, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Power of social media. I was able to message you on Instagram. Now we have this dope ass conversation put on the internet. A lot of people are gonna fucking grow from this.
Absolutely.
So I want to keep doing this, man. I really truly want to do this, and then hopefully in the midst, you know, something might open up. But that's what we're pursuing right now.
That's tight, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it. Man.
Yeah, man. So I truly appreciate you for coming down. I know, you know, we took a little long setting up and shit, but
that's all good. Man. Whenever you need me, just call me, man. I appreciate having these conversations.
It's all
let's
man.
Have more, man. Let's have more conversations.
No, let's do it. Yeah.
And let's keep building, man. This is tight as fuck, man. I'm Clegal for the people. Peace and love.
We appreciate you, bro. So yeah, we could definitely run it back. Any promotion you want to do, bro? Do it right now, man.
Just follow at the Sealy brand. Check out my shows. Follow at the TheThizzler. Check out my shows on there, and just log in, tap in. I'm gonna get you on some of the shows so you can judge some of the songs. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you on. You judge some of the songs.
I'm probably not the best judge, bro, because like honestly, it's hard for me to really like judge someone just because I know the hard work that goes behind the shit. But I really did hear something from LaRussell that forever changed my mindset on how I did content in business. He said, if people ain't watching, it's just not good enough.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's that simple.
Like he said, fuck the algorithm, and this video is on YouTube, so you can go watch it. But that's what and I get it, and that's what I'm saying. It changed how I was moving, because no matter how he meant it, it changed me. And the way it changed was like, yo, you know what? Stop waiting for that lucky viral video and go fucking work your ass off.
Work.
Let's do it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming down, bro. Let's keep doing it. My guy got to go. But
yes, sir. Peace and love. I'm Clegal for the people. I'm out.
Never heels. Let's get it.